I went on a road trip to Wilkes-Barre, where I lived for some years, and then for a hike at the Seven Tubs. My friends met and ate at the delicious Grotto pizza place, and then I left for my hike. The Seven Tubs Park had been closed for some time, but reopened this year. It was one of my favorite getaways when I lived there. The hike goes up and down along a stream with all these little pools. Well, some larger and some smaller. The tubs were carved into the rock by glacial meltwater that created smooth potholes and filled up pools of water that seemed like tubs. It was a hot day, and a lot of people, including me, were there to cool off. Families with their kids, teenagers, all kinds of people. I walked up to the top and then down past the main pools where most of the people were to a little area where no one was, and that's where I chose to sit and cool off. I saw a juvenile water snake, though it's hard to make out in the video. After a while, I decided it was time to head to the winery where I would be sleeping overnight in the van. I made my way up the path to where there were lots of small rocks and uneven terrain, and mostly I was looking at my feet, but also aware of other people. This large man, much bigger than me, muttered loudly under his breath as I was about 6 feet away.
"Watch where you're going, old lady. If you bump my kid, there's gonna be a problem."
I was kind of shocked, and I just stood up and stared him in the face while he and his woman and presumed kid walked by me. He never looked me straight in the face. Whatever. So I left for the winery. I was following the GPS and taking these windy, twisty little roads in the Pittston area with a lot of old buildings, when suddenly I came upon this gem in the middle of a bunch of plain buildings. I had to stop and take a picture. I got to the winery and had a great sleep in the van with this view of the endless mountains. Finally, I got to the winery and had a great sleep in the van with this view of the endless mountains.